Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neil and welcome back to beamng.drive and happy Thursday. Well, actually, it's probably Friday for you. Thursday for me. And I am very excited right now because we just got something very rare dropping on the beamng repository. We got a dev quality free dev quality car mod for beamng.drive, and it goes by the name of the ETK 900 series, and this is a very big boy, a very fancy schmancy luxury V12. Well, this one is V12 anyway. This is like the top dog. I wanted to show this one off first because it is the top dog of this car, the biggest, actually not the fastest, but the most luxurious version. You know I love the details and stuff like this, so we are gonna jump in right now because Vibe Station 5, the guy who made this, has put a ton, and I mean a ton of work into this, and I think it's gonna show. So first of all, let's open the door because look at that. The door light. Floodlight? Is that what they're called? Not floodlight. Maybe it's a puddle light. I don't know. I've never had a car with these, so I wouldn't know. This is a little too rich for my blood. I can already tell. Yeah, we're going to hop inside here, and as you can see, when you open the door, we actually get the lights coming on. I believe that is for both of them as well. Very fancy schmancy. You love to see it. I think this is supposed to be some sort of Mercedes. At least a lot of the ETKs in this game are kind of like a mixture of BMW and Mercedes. Probably a little bit more on the Mercedes side. So look at the details of the cross stitching on the seats. Immaculate. We have modeled seat belts, which you would think would be normal, but we actually don't see that very often. We have a modeled key that rests right there. There we go, which I'm assuming has auto start. We have a little cubby here. Unfortunately, we can't open this. I would love to see every button pressable in this car, but I can't complain too much because what we do get is pretty darn cool. So what I'm actually gonna do now is start the car up. So we have the button right there. There we go. And I think if we turn it all off, we even get a little screen here. Distilled excellence. And a clock, probably worth a couple thousand, probably a Rolex in the middle of this thing, because actually, let's see how much this thing costs. This is one of the, pretty much the top version of this car. All right, so the ETK 9 series, there is a ton of different variants to this, by the way, 28 of these dang things. But what we're driving right now is the 942X520, and this is going to set you back $257,000, and this thing weighs 4,365 pounds. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, this is the V12 model, an absolute monster. Of course, there's some cheaper versions. I'm sure these are still going to cost you quite a bit. Yeah, so the lowest one I can find is 75,000. Well, there actually is the broken one, which is literally a broken vehicle. That's only 45,000. What a steal. Anyway, back to the interior of this thing. Let's go ahead and start her up here because we got electronic mirrors, baby. It only goes back and forth. You can't really like move them up or anything, but it's still cool, man. We got the hood release, and I believe there is, oh yeah, that's the trunk release actually. Is it electric as well? Can we put it back down? Of course we can. You're paying 200 grand plus for a car, it better do that. Nice big screen as well, and you know what? I bet there's some big screens in the back. Yes, there is. Have you guys seen that BMW that has a massive ultra-wide screen that kind of pops down in the back? I feel like that's a missed opportunity for this thing. That's what they should be coming out of the ceiling here. Just a ginormous screen. That would be awesome. All right, let's see that giant V12 engine, because you know this thing is about to be, yeah, massive, absolutely ginormous engine. This thing is probably going to drive like a freaking boat, but that's okay. I also have a little drive mode selector here. Oh, you can even see the suspension kind of lowering down when we go into sports mode and go back up. Nice. That's cool. We'll leave it in comfort mode. I feel like we don't want to whip this thing around like a race car, because this version is not. We do have a couple race versions, though, we will be checking out. I don't know why this is so cool. I don't know. Have we seen something like this before? I don't feel like we have, actually. All right, so one more pretty cool thing about the interior of this car is we can actually change the ambient lighting. So if we go over to the vehicle configurator to paint 3, you'll see we can actually change the color of the lights. Hold on. Let's try orange. There we go. Yes! Oh, that's pretty cool. Can we get like some sort of pink color? Yeah, we can, kind of. Or what about a red color? I feel like that probably looks pretty spiffy. And it does. Pretty cool. If only we could like change it through the screen. I don't know how you would even code that. But it'd be pretty cool. There's yellow. I think I like the orange the best, to be honest with you. Yeah, that looks very clean. But enough yapping. Let's get this thing on the road. Very, very actually pretty quick for being, what was it, 4,000 pound cart, whatever it was. Pretty zippy. A lot of torque, as you could probably imagine. It does feel a bit boatish. A very well controlling boat, but a boat nonetheless. We are in comfort mode, so you can only expect so much. But let's see how fast we can get this thing going on these windy canyon roads. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, we got a little bit too much air there. Oh, no. Oh, God. Whoops. I wasn't planning on crash testing it that early, but you know, that works too, I guess. There we go. And as you can see, well, kind of, it is a pretty darn good crash model on this thing. I don't use the term dev quality all willy-nilly. This is pretty darn close to dev quality, and it's lore friendly, and it's free. I want to repeat that again. This is a completely free mod. I will have the link down below for you guys to check out if you do want to mess around with the ETK 900 big boy. Let's do a proper crash test here. Head-on collision, beautiful. We just absolutely bully that guy out of the way, and as you can see, pretty darn good crash model. I imagine this is probably a pretty safe car. We have exchanged insurance information. I can afford it, buddy. You see what I'm driving? All right, let's see some of the other versions of this car. Like I said, there's nearly 30 of these things. You got your standard, I guess. You got your diesels. I believe there's even some fully electric. Yeah, mid-range dual motor electric model. So I imagine this one is going to be pretty much instant torque. So we should be pretty quick off the line. Let's see. Did our dash change as well? Yes, it did. But these are all pretty much big luxury vehicles. This one's more of a wagon, actually. Let's open that up. Beautiful. Lots of space in the back as well. What is that? What is this right here? There's something to push there. Hold on. Oh, okay. You can actually just open up the window as well instead of the entire door. That's cool. I probably would have never noticed that. But that is a cool detail. Anyway, here we go. Off the line. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. Actually, the V12 felt a little bit quicker off the line, though. But now it's completely quiet. I think we need a electric version of that big, fully luxury version for, like, the ultimate in quiet driving. Oh, God, this thing does not want to turn, though. That's we're going to end up in the ditch a lot today, I think. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, I'm actually going to spawn myself a little bit farther down the road here so we can actually... I want to try going to the highway, actually. I want to see if... Do we have any, like, race versions of this car? What's the fastest version of the 900 we can possibly get? We got a TT Sport. We got a Sandblaster. The racing wagon. TT Sport Plus, that's kind of the Ren spec. These are all cornerstones of the ETK brand here. The 9R V8 V8 model with more sport-oriented driving experience. Only 150 manual variations ever produced. So a pretty rare vehicle right there. And then we have some extra special ones on the bottom row here. The Ren Spec 9R V12, the fastest Ren Spec model that they make. They also happen to be a limited run model with only 1,000 examples produced via special order. Wow, okay. So that's going to cost you quite a bit, $270,000. And then we have the Tuning Studio 900. So death? Check. Drive modes? None. Chances are one wrong move and you die on the spot. That is very intriguing. I want to try that. That sounds like music to my ears. We got a NOS tank in this thing. Oh my goodness. So this is when you have FU money and you want to turn the ginormous luxury vehicle into a drag racer, basically, is what this is. Oh, God. I'm scared. And we got a lot of traffic. Let's see how fast we can get this thing going before we ultimately crash and burn here. Oh, the back end does not want to stay straight. We are going 170. What did I hit? Oh, no. This crash model is so good, man. It's so good. It's very unfortunate. Another rock ended us like that, but I think what were we getting, about 170 miles an hour? It kind of makes me want to see how fast we can actually go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to good old grid map here, because I gotta see. I'm curious now. Will one of these massive cars go 200 miles an hour? I think so. I think it might. So let's try that again. The tuning studio. I love that. That's cool. But here we go. Nice engaged. Sounds pretty good as well. Very nice sounding car here. Still got leather all over the place. Not a piece of plastic to be seen in this interior, that's for sure. How fast are we going right now? 170, 180. Still climbing, a little slower now. Actually, nope. I think we're topping out about 180 miles an hour. How long does it take to stop? There we go. There we go. There we go. You got it, buddy. Oh, goodness. Maybe 2 miles to stop this train. Not bad. Oh, we even get a little thank you version. I love that. Nicely done. This still costs $275,000 though, unfortunately. All right, let's try the track version. So let's go to Hirochi Raceway, my favorite racetrack in the game, and do a lap in the quote-unquote race car version. Alrighty, so here's the race version. Looks pretty cool. Probably none of the modern amenities on the inside. I mean, you still got the nice key right there, so that's nice. But yeah, you get these bucket seats instead. No Apple CarPlay on this one. Holy crap, this is fast. Oh, it sounds fantastic as well. Oh, and it's grippy. Beautiful. Okay, let's not go in the grass. Wow, this is very nicely handled. One of the better handling cars I've driven in this game. My goodness, I did not expect that. I thought the back end of this thing was going to be all over the place. But it's actually not bad at all. This is a pretty flaming lap, actually. Oh, there we go into the sand. Okay, that was my bad. You still do need a little bit of time to slow down this big old boy. But I don't think this one weighs 4,000 pounds. It's probably closer to 3. Yeah, this feels like a very quick lap. I'm not timing myself on it. I'm just going off vibes here. But it feels pretty darn quick to me. Oh, there we go. We kind of got the back end loose that time. Let's finish it out here. Good lap, good lap. Beautiful. Oh, I love this car. I really do. I love this car. And again, I know I've said it a couple times. The fact that this is free is absolutely insane. The amount of time that must have gone into this thing is crazy to think about. All right, now we're going to go over to the Derby arenas because the Big 8 is here, and I want to try. There is an off-road version of this car, and I want to try it. Where is it? There's actually a couple different ones here. We got the Sand Blaster, and we have a Rally Asphalt Edition, but we are not on the asphalt, so I guess the Sand Blaster it is. The only sort of off-road it can handle is the dunes, maybe. Well, that's not instilling a lot of confidence, actually. Okay, let's try it, though. Oh, yeah. What kind of madman would take this beautiful car and do this to it? I don't know. Is this a diesel? I think it is. Oh, my God. We're going to get some air here. Whoop. Maybe too much air. Yep. Just snap the suspension like a twig. Unfortunately, yikes. Maybe it is a little bit more meant for sand and not high-flying jumps. But I just want to see if I can do one lap. Let's take it a little easier here. We can get a little bit of air. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely a diesel. And again, it's a very fast car, though. It's not slow at all. There we go. Beautiful. Just about perfect. on that one. Let's see if we can do it again. So about 70 miles an hour seems to be the sweet spot. Yes. Can't get much smoother than that. This one's on the right though. Ew. I don't like that. Sorry to all my Brits out there. There we go. Oh, maybe a little bit too quick on that one. Oh, yes. Oil pan damaged. Still drives, though. I'm pretty happy with this. It's not perfect. I don't know how you got to reinforce that suspension so it doesn't snap on impact. But besides that, pretty good build. I like it. And like I said, nearly 30 different versions. I'm never going to be able to show all of these. There's probably a lot of goodies hidden in all of these different configs. But I want to see how far we can fly on the Car Jump Arena with a $275,000 car. And I know you guys do as well. So let's take the top of the line V12 model and throw it off the car jump. Let's go. All right, this is a lot of money that we are about to destroy right now. Let's put it in sport mode for the best chance of flying here. So there we go. Lower the car a little bit. Nicely done. Listen to that sound, man. Beautiful. 150, 160, 170, 180, 181, I think is what we left the ramp at there. Past the 300, beautiful launch. Past the 500. Look at about 560, 70, we'll call that 77, 577 meters. And absolutely flatten this thing. Engine still running. Can we get it to the pool? Yes, we can, of course. Nice skid as well. Oh, I love this car. I love this car so much. You know, I've always been the type of guy to where if I came into a ton of money, I wouldn't go for the super fast Lamborghini type. I would go towards the comfiest car imaginable, because to me, comfort over speed. I want to, if I'm going to be driving a car, I want to be comfortable. And I know me personally, as a taller fellow, I would be very uncomfortable in a Lamborghini after more than like an hour and a half. So this is the type of car I would get. And the beauty of it is it's completely free. So if you guys want to check out the 900 series, I will have it linked down below in the description. Go check it out. Support the developer. He's awesome. But that's about all I have today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what, guys? I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.